Hey guys, it's me. I know it's late, but I've been running all day. Been good things. I don't know if some of you guys remember, but about 2 months ago, I posted on my page a quote that I had heard Steve Harvey say. One day I had just dropped off the kids and I was on my way to the office, and he had said that I can't complain I can't complain about too much being on my plate when my goal was to eat. Adjust your attitude. And he had said that, and it was like, wow. You know, when he said it, and I heard it, and I was like, whoa. He talking to me. You know what I'm saying? So I got to the office. Anybody that's watching me now, if you've ever been to my office, you know I got a lot of dry erase boards. I have one particularly on my door, the entryway to my office. And on that dry erase board, I wrote that quote. And when I wrote that quote, I said, you know what, Lord, please forgive me, because I am guilty of having a lot of things on my plate and complaining the entire time, opposed to being thankful for what it is that you're doing for me. Everything that was on my plate, no, I'm not necessarily getting something in return. I may be being a blessing to others. But we know, as he said, when we are a blessing to others, he will bless us abundantly. So guys, as I was saying it, it was something still wasn't. I said, Lord, right now, please forgive me for being and having an attitude or being negative when you was giving me blessings. And I said, Lord, if it's something else that I'm doing wrong, please show me, Lord. Please tell me. Guys, no lie. I had a little voice that said in my head, said, Michelle, you can't just say that. You got to mean it in your heart, and you got to change the thoughts in your head. And immediately, I kind of just like, you know, tears start welling up in my eyes, and I was like, oh my goodness, you're absolutely right. I've been saying out my mouth, Lord, I thank you for this. I thank you for that. And then in my head, I wasn't necessarily being thankful. In my heart, I wasn't necessarily being thankful. I would be thankful 1 second, guys, and then be complaining the next second. Like, Lord, you know, I want to make more money. And then and then a client starts to get extremely busy. And then when that work load start coming on you, I find myself complaining, man, now I got to do this and now I got to do that. Or, you know, when I'm in the meeting with my contractors and I'm talking to them about things, and I'm kind of like mad because the meeting went over an extra 30 minutes instead of being thankful that we're talking an extra 30 minutes because we doing what? We making more money. We growing. Guys, he said to me, he said that you got to change it in your heart. You got to change it in your head. Guys, I told you before that you got to remove the junk. That you got to remove the negative thoughts. That you got to be aware of the intentional and unintentional roadblocks. That you got to prepare yourself. You got to research what you asking for. Most importantly, you can't stop going. I can't tell you guys all the details right now, but what I will tell you is this. For those that are close to me, know exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all know in 2017, my family was named the Fort Bragg Family of the Year. Well, literally, not even a week after my family was given that title or given, you know, that honor, the attacks started coming. When I say it was people saying things that I know is untrue, not only about me, my children, my husband, everybody. It was people trying to attack people, my children. Y'all, it was so bad I could barely sleep. But yet and still, I would get up every day, go outside that door, have a smile on my face, and continue to do everything it is that I was supposed to do. And nobody would know if you wasn't close to me about what it was that my family was experiencing. Some of y'all know me that, you know, I could cut you with my tongue. Woo! Yes, Lord, I can. And so much more. You talking about, let's go fight. Let's go do these things. But I knew that I couldn't respond to those attacks those ways because it wasn't going to do anything to solve it or fix the problem. It was only going to make it worse. I was only going to lose everything it is that I work for. I was only going to change that positive, you know, reputation that I have into something negative over attacks that was never, like he said, the weapon will form, but that doesn't mean that it will prosper. And so, guys, you know, at times I felt like giving up. I felt like being mad. I felt like asking him why, but I didn't. Instead, I prayed, and I prayed harder. And I said, Lord, you will deal with this. Lord, I know that you're in control. I know that you will bring it to light that we're not guilty of the things that they're saying that we're guilty of. That all of these weapons that they're forming will not prosper against me and my children or my home. Guys, let me tell you something. I supposed to give up. The enemy setting those attacks, so I will give up. So I will stop. So I will respond in a way that God did not want me to respond, so he can stop what God had for me. But I didn't do it. I kept pushing. I kept praying. I kept praying, and I kept crying out loud, and I kept crying out loud, and I kept praying, and I kept praying, and I kept reminding myself that God was in control of everything. Y'all, when I tell y'all these attacks was bad, they was bad. And one day soon, I'm going to be able to tell everyone, not just the people that was close to me. But most importantly, these attacks were so bad, it was messing with my work. I couldn't focus. I couldn't do a lot of different things. And I kept saying, oh my goodness, how did this happen? How did this happen? How did this happen? Guys, I prayed. I kept moving forward. I kept trying. I didn't give up. I didn't allow those negative thoughts to sit there. Most importantly, I didn't hold on to the resentment and anger, because that wasn't nothing but junk that was going to block what God was bringing to me. Y'all, it's one thing when somebody tell you what God can do. It's another thing when you experience it yourself. These attacks were bad. Let me tell you something. It's sometimes I thought, how am I gonna move forward? Y'all, I didn't give up. I didn't stop believing. I just kept praying and kept praying and kept pushing. I would be praying and crying at the same time. Sometimes I get angry and I just have to start praying. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I know the only reason I'm having all of these blessings, this pouring, it ain't just about monetary blessings, guys, because money ain't everything. It's about being able to walk around and have a peace of mind. It's about laying in your bed and actually being able to go to sleep and not sitting up, looking up at the ceiling, wondering about everything and everybody. It's about being able to say no to people and not feeling bad. It's about being able to walk in a room and don't care about what nobody think about you or what they saying about you. It's about when somebody has trespassed against you and you can still look at them and say hello. You can still smile. It's about being able to get on the phone with a family member that you know then been talking about you, that you know that done done you wrong, that you know ain't being right, and still be able to say hello, how you doing, and still wishing them well. It's about that feeling when you can be making sure that everybody in your life is being held accountable. When you ain't afraid to tell somebody, no, I don't like what you did. And this is why I don't like it. And you ain't got to yell to tell them. You ain't got to ball your fist up so they can hear you. You can tell it and be done with it. Having a peace of mind, being able to sleep, being able to not worry is the best feeling in the world. Not allowing anything or anybody to get in the way between you and your happiness. When you see something ain't right, being able to walk away. Being able to say, you know what? I ain't even going there with you. I'm going to walk away. Being able to hang that phone up instead of arguing. Guys, when you change, and when you are changing and you truly, truly mean, you ain't just saying it out your mouth, but you mean it in your heart, you mean it in your head. It's like something comes over you. It is the best feeling in the world. Guys, I ain't making these videos for nothing but to help somebody. That's all I want to do is help. Because I know it's somebody that's going through something similar to what I just came through. I know it's somebody out there ready to give up. I know it's somebody that didn't already gave up. I know it's somebody out there holding on to junk. I know it's somebody out there not researching what they're asking for. I know it's somebody out there unprepared. I know it's somebody out there allowing how other people feel to determine where it is, what it is they're going to do and where it is they're going to go. I'm telling y'all right now, let go the junk. Research what you're asking for. Be prepared for your blessings. Be okay with everybody not supporting you. Be aware of them intentional and unintentional roadblockers. Keep pushing even when you don't know how to push. Keep pushing even when you want to feel like you got to give up. Don't give up. Because I'm telling you guys, if you at that point of giving up, he about to show up and show out. But I don't want you to just say it out there. I don't want you to just say the words out of your mouth. I want you to believe it in your heart. I want you to believe it in your head. I want you to start visualizing yourself healthy. I want you to start visualizing yourself happy. I want you to start visualizing yourself with financial freedom. I want you to start visualizing yourself being that boss. I want you to start visualizing yourself on that stage. I want you to start visualizing yourself in that position you've been asking for. I want you to start visualizing yourself parenting that healthy child. But most importantly, guys, I want you to look at the devil and tell him he's a lie. I want you to tell him he's a lie because God is your father and he is for you. And long as he is for you, who cares who is against you? Guys, I don't want you to give up. I want you to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. There's a light in that dark tunnel. There's a light. It's going to shine. But you got to keep doing your part. You got to keep doing your part. You can't give up. You can't stop moving forward. You can't stop researching. You got to be prepared. You got to remove the junk. You got to let go of resentment. You cannot hold on to those things. Those things is stopping what God is trying to give you. I'm telling you. When you can be relieved and be from something, from chaos, that is the best feeling in the world. When you can have a peace of mind, when you can go to bed and sleep at night, that is the best feeling in the world. Don't let that anxiety and depression take you down. Tell that anxiety and depression that it's a lie, that you will win. Guys, I want you to keep pushing. Push, push, push. If you already gave up, go back and start all over. Don't give up this time. Guys, I promise you, I got so much more to share with you guys. And when I tell you these things, you're going to say, how did you still get up? How did you still make it? How did you still smile? And I'm going to go ahead and tell you in advance what my response going to be. And it's going to be nothing but God. That's how I did it. Because it wasn't me. It was him. He did it. Only thing I did was obey and follow through. That's all that I did, was obey, trust, and follow through. Guys, until next time.